The Blonde Hair Ritual.
You know, Shah's been away from the red carpet for about 4 years, and now he comes back blonde. Seems kind of fishy.
Mainstream media and the powers that be are hiding something and signaling something right in our faces.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all pay. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming.
Now let's move forward to another article that I found about Mr. Kanye West. And it says here, Kanye West blonde hair and the psychologically of celebrities post-trauma hair changes. Okay? These post-trauma hair changes are a way for public figures to suggest that they've undergone a transformation, according to industry psychotherapist Dennis Palumbo. This man, Dennis Palumbo, is down with the shits. He's saying that they undergone suggest they undergone a transformation, okay? No, he know what transformation they're talking about. The MK Ultra mind control, mind splitting transformation. That's what Mr. Palumbo's talking about. I'm pretty sure he has had his hand in the pot during their MK Ultra programming. Now let's continue. It says, for people in the public eye, when you go into rehab, have a traumatic experience like being robbed, go through a painful and very public divorce, or have a career disaster of another kind, looking different is a way to demonstrate, even unconsciously, that they have a different persona, the Sherman Oaks, Celeb-based doctor explains to Hollywood reporters. He's a doctor in California, so this is their personal doctor. Of course, he's going to try to find some type of
Blonde hair has been seen as the pinnacle of beauty for centuries. But in Hollywood, or with the elites, it has a different meaning. Have you ever noticed a normally dark-haired celeb suddenly has shockingly blonde hair? It usually happens before sacrifices to take place, and or before they have a big project coming out, like Ariana Grande with her Thank You Next album. She dyed her hair blonde right before Mac Miller died. Suddenly blonde hair on a celeb can also signify being under MK Ultra, or can signify rebirth or transformation, that the deprogramming has worked.
You know what? They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy because at the Brighter Days clinic they do the memory erasure, you know?
what?
The memory erasure. They erase my memories. It's a little foggy, but
If you could remember, struggle, tell me. Give me a date. Give me a date.
The Blonde Hair Ritual.
You know, Shah's been away from the red carpet for about 4 years, and now he comes back blonde. Seems kind of fishy. If you know, you know.
Do you notice anything interesting about this photo of Shia LaBeouf? So most of you all probably haven't, and it's mainly because the mainstream media and the powers that be are hiding something and signaling something right in our faces. You see, we've seen this before. Now, of course, we've seen Shia before. Like, he's made headlines because he's made a public appearance for the first time in the last 4 years. The reason Shia LaBeouf's even out is because he has this movie, Megalopolis, that's coming out, which is already being positioned by the media as his, like, next big comeback, right? Now, it's already being positioned that, you know, Megalopolis, which is the movie that Shia LaBeouf just filmed, is going to be his, like, big comeback story, right? And Shia LaBeouf is no stranger to, mental health crises and like controversies and like legal issues and domestic violence issues and things of that nature. But what if I told you all that we've seen this before with other celebrities? I know y'all remember this back in 2008 when Britney Spears was basically put on a psychiatric hold and forced to be put into a hospitalization. Of course, fast forwarding now, this would be the beginning of the conservatorship that we now know that she's now emancipated from. And then fast forwarding into 2009, where Britney reemerges from her hospitalization. She's sporting her, famous blonde hair. And then she goes on to the VMAs and literally sweeps. And I mean, she sweeps. She comes out with that album Circus and she wins a ton of awards that night. I actually believe she even took home the biggest award of the night, which is Music Video of the Year. Or maybe you all remember back in 2016 when Kanye went on that huge rant and had like that seemingly mental breakdown on stage at a concert, and he abruptly canceled the concert and walks off stage after calling out Jay-Z, Beyonce, the elites, and the powers that be, basically controlling his career. And then of course would come out literally not even 24 hours later that he would also be put on a psychiatric hold based off of a call that he gets from his trainer at his home in LA. And then what happens? Later on, we see Kanye West. He kind of reemerges. He has a photo that kind of emerges of him. But what's different? Kanye too also emerges with a new look. He's now spotting this like bleached blonde look, but also looks very vacant, looks quite dazed. But in regards to his career, his status in the industry, he would go on to put out one of his most successful albums to date as well. And not to mention that he would also go on to do groundbreaking collaborations with not only Adidas, but Balenciaga, and then he would also release Yeezy in regards to his shoe line, as well as apparel. And then of course, he would also go on to show his support for Donald Trump. And of course, here's Shia LaBeouf. This is the 92nd Academy Awards. This was back in February 22. Now fast forward today where he's made all these headlines and he's not made a public appearance in the last 4 years and coming out with this new movie, and it's being dubbed as his like big movie debut comeback. And again, what do we see? You see it, blonde. So what's my point? This could be absolutely a coincidence. This doesn't mean anything. Celebrities kind of go through their own legal and life issues all the time. But it's seemingly really interesting that when certain celebrities who undergo either like mental health crises, have legal issues, and then have a lot of big scandals that happen and then go under the radar and then reemerge with these very successful projects. Remember, Hollywood is Satan's playground. And we know that God communicates to us through the word, and Satan communicates to us through symbols. And I'm just following patterns here. It just makes you think, when a lot of these different things go viral and the media pushes a particular celebrity comeback, you should really pay attention and follow the breadcrumbs. Watch that this next movie that Shia LaBeouf comes out with, watch it to really revitalize his acting career. Because even though people are on TikTok right now calling out his past, domestic violence issues, it's not going to stop him from having a seat at the Hollywood royalty. I'm telling you right now, the symbols are all there.
Does every rapper dye their hair blonde? Just about every rapper that gets the superstar status.
So I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I once dyed my hair blonde. I fell into the hype. My hair was extremely damaged after this. This is one thing I'll never do again, especially after knowing the spiritual significance of hair. You wanna know why women have stronger intuition than men? It's their hair. Your hair connects you to the universe. Your hairs are the antennas that collect and channel information. It's an extension of your nervous system, hence why it stands up as a warning of potential danger. Your hair detects good and bad energy. If you think you're in a room alone and your hair's standing up, you're not alone. This is why a lot of cultures believe it should be protected. The Bible mentions Samson and Delilah. His strength came from his hair. When Delilah cut it, he lost it. The military made an exception for Native Americans to keep their hair during the Vietnam War. The Native American lost their supernatural abilities to track once they cut their hair. Last but not least, it's connected to our crown chakra. Cutting your hair is taking off your crown. We're kings and queens. We don't dethrone ourselves.
Yeah, straightening your hair kills the electromagnetic information that your body receives. Your hair is an antenna and communicates directly to your brain. And when you decrease its ability to pick up magnetism, electricity, you're decreasing the vitality of your system. Hair is used to digest food. It's in your stomach and small and large intestines. It's in your ear. When you hear a sound, it's a thing in your ear called a cochlea that has water in it, and the water shakes when you hear a sound, and the shaking of the water shakes the hair and turns the sound into a chemical. Then you have hair in your eyes, which we call rods and cones, and that's how you see color in black and white. And that's how you see, that's how you digest, that's how things work with hair. So you really don't want to do anything to your hair.
Ladies, understand the importance of your crown. Keep these toxic chemicals, these perms, to a minimum. These weaves and wearing human hair. Do you understand the significance of having another person's hair on your crown? So whatever toxic energy or generational trauma that they have, you now carry. I want you ladies to understand the importance of your natural hair and allowing your hair to receive sunlight and receive uploads from spirit. Okay, we live in a society where they want to make you believe that you need to live up to their standards of beauty. Okay, you are beautiful as you are naturally, goddess. You do not need all of the, accents and aesthetics to be your true self. And I want you guys to start to take care of your crown, and your higher self comes through the top of your crown chakra. So you wearing all of these wigs and all this stuff, you're blocking yourself from being your highest divine self. Ashe.
Isn't there spiritual significance with hair?
I want you to do an experiment one day. It don't matter how long your hair is. It don't even matter if you bald for real. Go out in public all day and just pay attention to how you feel. And the next day, wrap your hair and go out in public and pay attention to how much sharper you hear. Pay attention to how much sharper you see. Pay attention to how less connected you feel to everything around you. And pay attention to how much more connected you feel to yourself. How less often you pick up the emotions of others.
When you say wrap your hair, like kind of just wearing like a hat or like a do-rag, or
a do-rag, a t-shirt, anything that can completely cover your head.
Okay.
I wonder if this quote-unquote ritual ties into the Babylonian Kemetic mystery school system. I wonder if this ritual is in commemoration of the ancient god of rebirth known as Osiris.
Reflection. Shut your mouth and keep talking. He on to some shit. He is on to something now. King, you on to something. Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here. What's right there? We ain't saying nothing, Reflection. We just saying we done seen this shit before. I know something when I see something there, Reflection. I know that. Okay, so remember this, Reflection, nothing is new under the sun. Think about you, Reflection. Shit, you ain't got to be no celebrity. We can just common sense. If you want to look different, just say, yeah, you ever been feeling, just went through something dramatic in life and you want to change how you looked. You want to change, forget how you look. You want to change how you feel. In order to change how you feel, sometimes you change how you look. Shit, you ain't never been having a bad day just laying around and shit ain't did nothing to your hair all day, Reflection. As soon as you get up, get your stuff together, do something to your hair, wash your face, shit, Reflection, you feel brand new. You feel like another person. You feel like you transformed in resurrection. Okay, since the sun was believed to die each night and be reborn in the morning as a beetle, Reflection. Okay, so listen at that information right there, and let's go back and let's look at some of these album covers. As you look, their face is covered up, Reflection. Their face is covered up and they're bleeding from the eyes. Why do you think that is? Because when they go and they do these rituals, allegedly, at least back in the Egyptian times, they will be surrounded in something that looks like this. Okay, and when you look at this right, Reflection, you will notice it makes a C. What is C? C is the third letter, because 3 is very important in the Hollywood, the Egyptians. 3 is just a very important number, Reflection. Okay, so, and not only that, a C, look at your eye. If you go look at your eyes, Reflection, look at your, so when you see them do they eye like that, Reflection, or you see the serpent that's going around and it's coming from the eye, Reflection? Do you see the symbolism in it? Remember, they do symbolism within everything. And if you will notice, there goes the blonde hair again as well. Okay, Reflection, there goes the blonde hair again as well. Okay, remember, a lot of these celebrities, when they first come out, their hair do not be blonde, Reflection. That is something that they do as they go up that particular ladder or go up to certain do certain rituals, okay? But remember, this goes all the way back. Reflection. I don't want to make this video too long or complicated, but just go look. Just go look and do you some research. Reflection. Remember, there's nothing new under the sun. So with that being said, hit the like and subscribe. Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with the crew, and we are looking into what's really going on over there in Hollywood.
Are a way for public figures to suggest that they've undergone a transformation, according to industry psychotherapist Dennis Palumbo. This man, Dennis Palumbo, is down with the shits. He's saying that they undergone suggest they undergone a transformation, okay? No, he know what transformation they're talking about. The MK Ultra mind control, mind splitting transformation. That's what Mr. Palumbo's talking about. I'm pretty sure he has had his hand in the pot during their MK Ultra programming. Now let's continue. It says, for people in the public eye, when you go into rehab, have a traumatic experience like being robbed, go through a painful and very public divorce, or have a career disaster of another kind, looking different is a way to demonstrate, even unconsciously, that they have a different persona, the Sherman Oaks Celeb-based doctor explains to Hollywood Reporters. He's
all right, Reflection. So what do you think about that right there? Remember, we was talking about the blonde hair ritual in the beginning.
I was like, hey, man. I said, this dude, you can't molest the clients.
Exactly, Reflection. So this is what was going on. I thought I had cut this short. But yes, he is basically saying out his own mouth that this is what happened to him. This is what he is speaking his truth. I didn't say it, shit. You heard him say it himself, Reflection. And not only that, the other man was saying that his agency told him to go to a hotel room. Now, shit, I know it's a lot of job interviews and it's a lot of orientations and it's a lot of, you get what I'm saying, Reflection, maybe over a little coffee, a little tea or something. But why do we gotta go to a hotel room? Because it's only a couple things going on at the room, Reflection. It's only a couple things that come to my mind that's going on at the room. Are we meeting out in the lobby or something? Do I got to come up to your room for what? For what? You a vampire? You can't come out into the light? What's going on? Reflection. Okay, hit the like, subscribe button. You over here with the crew. Okay, so what do you think about that? Now, YK Osiris was actually somebody, if you go back and you do your research now, he was speaking out against the industry. He said that shit wasn't from God. It was not from God. He thought it was from the Lord or somewhere because it wasn't from God. That's what he said. I didn't even say that, Reflection. Okay, now if you go back and you look at his videos, he was speaking out against the industry heavily. He was even talking about how he was ready to get up off the planet, allegedly. Reflection. I remember those videos. So I was like, damn, what's going on with K. Osiris? Shit. Now they trying to be hard on you because you're from the underworld, babe. Is that what they is? They trying to be hard on you because you light skin. Is that what it is? Oh, YK Osiris. They said Tarithia. What? I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why they were so hard on YK Osiris, because shit, he was Reflection. I don't know, but he was at the prime of his career. Everybody was listening to If I Can Give You the World, Baby Girl. You are just looking down the rabbit hole. Now he is saying that shit, Beyonce be busy. She be busy. These celebrities be busy, allegedly, Reflection. And he thinks that she could possibly have, you get what I'm saying? Just a little suit. Could possibly have a little suit laying around. You get what I'm saying? Tell Solange, pick this up. Do one of them tour dates for me. You know all the moves. We've been doing this since we was little in the sandbox. Okay.
Never heard of this conspiracy before. Paul McCartney from the Beatles actually died in 1966. On November 9th, 1966, his car skidded off an icy road and hit a pole. And the theory is he didn't make it. So they hired someone who looked, sounded, and acted exactly like him. They covered this up so it wouldn't affect the Beatles' successful careers and they could continue as usual. They started to include hints of his death in their music because they felt guilty. I can post the examples if you want. And this is not meant to be disrespectful. I just read it online and thought it was interesting. What are your thoughts?
So what do you think about that, Reflection? What do you think about that? Now, if you've listened to my cloning videos and different things like
Okay, y'all, so let's get into it. So we all can agree that Hollywood is the weirdest place on the planet. But what I want to talk about is this blonde hair phenomenon that goes on in the industry with melanated entertainers. Yes, I said blonde hair phenomenon. So we have entertainers, celebrities, actresses, actors, singers, rappers, they tend to go through this stage of having to dye their hair blonde. And I know y'all may say, well, you know, it's just hair color. They wanted to try a new color. No, it's more deeper than that. I think this is one of those quote unquote initiations. You know, how they say, if, you know, black men want to be, you know, famous, they have to go through an initiation. Either they have to do a, you know, homosexual act, or they have to dress like a woman. But for some of them, I think they have to agree to become the villain's own media man. Because me personally, anytime these people have some type of scandal or something going on in the industry, next thing you know, they popping out with blonde ass hair. Like the blondest hair, it's not like they go and get highlights, they getting they, you know, ends dyed. They are going blonde. And I have been noticing that for the last few years. And like I said, I think this is one of the initiations. Like they have to dye their hair this blonde color for them to stay relevant in the industry. And you not gonna tell me otherwise. Because a lot of these people, we know some, like him, we know some things that went on with these people. And especially Dirk, I remember when he popped out with blonde hair, I instantly thought, oh shit, what's about to happen? Because that's just not normal for me. You know, Dennis Rodman, yeah, that's one thing. But for these masculine presenting men and even these other black women to do it, it's strange to me.
Hey guys, I'm Jenny and this is Shameless Plug. So I want to tell you guys about my Crown of Success manifestation book with easy, simple rituals and spells to manifest a life of abundance in your life. And those spells are so easy, even a child can do it. So this book is filled with different spells that I've learned over the years from my family, passed down from grandma and everything. And also those are spells that I've actually tried and I know that they work. So this book not only teach you step by step on the things that you can do that are so easy that a child can do it, but it tells you like the proper moon phase to use, alchemy, manifesting with numbers, numerology, and also the days of the week that best fit for this particular spell. So it tells you the timing of when to practice the spell, the days of the week, the moon phase. It shows you all the colors of the candles that you should be using and different planets. So for example, I show you like planet Jupiter is for Thursdays and the hours of the days that you should be doing the spell. So this is an easy road opener spell. So I know a lot of people like to do like different spell work, but if your roads are blocked, of course your spells are not going to work. So it's good to unblock yourself first and then start using the spell, especially with the new years and the new days to come. And also I have some amazing spells in here. This is a powerful quick money spell. So if you're in a bind for some money and you're just trying to get some money, and I even have some easy powerful spell to win game of chance. So if you are a gambler, now I don't promote gambling, but if you are a gambler and you're just trying to make some money and trying to make sure you win, these spells will definitely help you. It tells you the best days to do it. So it says the best days to perform this spell is on a Thursday, Jupiter day. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, luck, and expansion. Jupiter is the best day to perform spells that boost luck and increase your chance of success in any game of chance or any money spell, period. It has a list of so many spells that you can incorporate in your life with this new year to bring prosperity. And I even put some bonus spells on here, which for Saturday is a day to do like protection work. So I have a spell for like send back to senders. So I put some bonus spells on here, and then a protection with Archangel Michael. So there's so many spells on here. Removing the evil eye spell, so you can remove evil eye in your money and also in your everyday life. New Year home blessing spell, and I know it's been a few days since the new year started, but you can always do a home blessing spell any days of the week. As long as you need it, you could do it. So anyways, guys, this is my book. It's called Crown of Success by Jenny, and it's available on Amazon, the ebook and also the physical copying. So please grab a copy if you're interested in supporting this channel. This is a way to support the channel and to support me as well for putting out, you know, content every day for you guys to enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book, and I hope you go and grab your copy, whether it's the ebook or the physical copy. I say have a physical copy, but it's really up to how much, you know, your wallet and what you can afford. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah. This is a shameless plug, so just check out my channel, okay? Love you guys. Mwah.